Hi, Scorpio. This is a general reading for the sign of Scorpio. If you have Scorpio anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio, let's talk a little bit about my readings and how we work these readings. This reading is a combination of the sun placement, the moon placement, and the planetary placement this week, and also your cards. And so we do practice alchemy when doing these readings, and so we do try to provide you with as much information as we possibly can in order for us to get a fair reading of your energy and maybe things and situations that may be going on in your life at this time, and ways that we might be able to maneuver creatively through those times. This week, the moon will be in the last quarter phase in Virgo. With the moon being in Virgo, everyone may be feeling a little bit disorganized. Do remember, Scorpio, that these feelings of disorganization are actually sent to us as a tool, as a learning tool on how to take time and practice gratitude, and that not everything is meant to go according to our plans. Many times things do not go according to our plans because the universe has something better in mind for us. And so again, things are probably not going to go according to plan this week, but do take time to celebrate and trust yourself. Really look back and see how far you have come and see what you have been able to accomplish. I will post a simple little gratitude ritual in the description box that you may like to try this week as a way of practicing self-gratitude. And the foundation, the basis of your reading this week is the Seven of Cups, the shadow self. You know who the sign of who had this just one or two readings before. Let me see if I can figure out who had this reading. The shadow self and Sagittarius. Sagittarius had these same two exact cards as the foundation, the basis of their reading. I do ask, or let me make a little note of that right now, that I'm going to link the Sagittarius reading, and I do suggest that maybe you take a look at that Sagittarius reading. There may be a message in that reading for you, or you may be dealing with a Sagittarius Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Messages. And so shadow self, dealing with parts of our shadow selves, but knowing that you have the magic within you. There is something in you that wants to come to light. Something in you that you would like to do, that you would like to say, that you would like to achieve. That maybe you're holding back, that maybe you're holding in. Maybe it's something that you want, that maybe you're feeling that you're not worthy of. That is not true. That is not the case, Scorpio. Let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading this week, Scorpio. And we start off with the Death card. In your work life, in your career life, in your public life, in your professional life, what is negative energy? Fear. Thinking that something's going to end, that something is blocking your passion, something blocking what it is that you would like to do. The feeling stuck, the feeling trapped, followed by the Tower card. And the Tower is really about taking a leap of faith. If you do not take a leap of faith, fate will force you to jump. In your career, in your work life, Scorpio, you're wanting to end this. You're wanting to stop. You're wanting something new. You're wanting something different. You're wanting to follow your passions. You're wanting to follow your dreams. Perhaps you're feeling cut off. You're feeling disconnected from those that you work with or from those that you are surrounded by. And you're wanting to make a change. You're wanting to make a change. Or a change is being forced on you. Or a change is being forced on you. The magic within. The magic, the drive, the passion within. Maintaining a positive working relationship is key at this time. Perhaps it's not even the job, but it's the people that you work with, the people that you are surrounded by, that you're having a difficult time connecting with, or a difficult time understanding, or they're having a difficult time connecting or understanding you. But you are being asked at this time to build those interpersonal relationships. It is time to build those interpersonal relationships. Again, before considering a career change, establish a positive working relationship. But you do have it within yourself to build a positive, you have it within you to build positive working relationships. But you're not seeing that. And because you're not seeing that, that is what's keeping you trapped. That is what's got you stuck in the mud. You know what? Oh, you know what? We almost forgot. We've been practicing that gratitude ritual. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little pen and piece of paper here, and that's my gratitude jar. And I'm going to write down 3 things. And this, usually when I write down these gratitude things, I'm very about things that are outside of me, but due to the nature of the energy of that that last quarter moon being in Virgo, I'm going to really try to really write 3 things that I'm grateful about myself. And so, you know what? I am honest. And I do appreciate that about myself. Sometimes that honesty gets me in trouble. Maybe I'm a little bit too honest sometimes. But I think that honesty is, it's better to suffer from honesty than to suffer from dishonesty. And I am very creative. So I'm going to put that down here and put that in my gratitude jar. And what else about me? And I am a very spiritual being. So I'm going to put that down here. That would be 3 things that I like and appreciate about myself. And we'll put that in there, our little gratitude jar, our little gratitude container, until maybe a time later this winter when we get into the really short days of winter. Maybe we might dig 1 or 2 of those out. And again, that practicing gratitude, and really look and see how far you come and really appreciate what you are capable of. I'm glad that we had that. That kind of reminded me to do that. And then in your private life, in your personal life, words, gifts unseen, coupleships, relationships. What is this, Scorpio? Perhaps you are wanting to change things up in your personal life, change things up in close personal relationships, mix things up at home. Perhaps things are feeling a little lifeless. Perhaps things are feeling a little bit dull. Like maybe they're lacking. There's something there that is lacking, something there that you're not appreciating. And you're really wanting to change things up. Perhaps, Scorpio, it's not broken. Perhaps the lack of spark, the lack of energy is just a stage of this relationship. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I think that you're happy, you're content, but there seems to be something lacking. There seems to be something missing. And maybe you're wanting to add some fire or some spark. And I'm not sure that those involved would appreciate the change or appreciate what it is that you're wanting to change. For I think again, perhaps it is that you're feeling a little bit bored, and just because we're feeling bored does not mean that we have to change things. It's never too late. It's never too late to pick up a hobby or to pick up something that we are passionate about individually. Perhaps painting, perhaps writing, perhaps an exercise routine, a change in eating habits, or trying a new food, or really having a food, but that boredom is coming from within you. It's not coming from the relationships that you have or the relationships that you're in. And so if something's coming from within us, we can't expect to change relationships that we have with other people in order to change that or in order to correct that. That it has to be something that comes from within us, which is, a habit, changing a habit, changing a routine, um, adding a hobby or something that ignites the passion within us, not the passion within a relationship. And here we have the Justice card. Scorpio. Justice, Queen of Wands, the Empress, and looking out over the waters. Justice. Justice between the king, justice between the king, justice, why I keep saying king, so I'm justice between the king and the empress. Justice between the king and the empress. New beginnings. Justice between what we want and what we desire. Balance between what we want and what we desire. Scorpio, do take time this week to celebrate your wins. You have the strength and the courage to spread your wings and fly. Shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars and land on the moon. I think shoot for the stars and land on the moon. Follow your passion. Follow your own desire. And this reading really has been about following your passions and following your desires and awakening that within yourself and not looking towards the outside, not looking towards other people, other places, and other places to ignite or motivate or feed that passion. That passion is fed from within. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Scorpio. Thank you, Scorpio. You have a blessed week.